Amway is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I'm an ABO.
I'm Amway business.
Amway business.
Amway business owner.
Amway complements my lifestyle.
I just share my experiences with my products.
I use almost all products from Amway.
My favorite Amway product is Nutrilite All Plant Protein.
Artistry, skincare.
I'm a fitness boy, so I love protein.
Everybody wants to find supplements. Everybody thinking about healthy.
I like to be a part of fitness and health community.
Our Amway team is like a family.
We have different activities with my team. It's cooking, yoga class,
Sports activities.
Group meetings on parks.
I learn a lot and I share my own experience.
The best thing about working with Amway is the freedom.
Freedom of life, freedom from boss.
I work anywhere that I want.
We can work everywhere we want to work and how we want to work.
My location for work, it's right here in my telephone.
Our goals and dreams are very clear.
I want my children to look at me as their idol.
It's about how to achieve goals, how to stay motivated, how to dream.
To us, it's not even like work. It's like having a good time.
Building relationships and helping others is what we do best. We are here to help you build on those strengths like never before. To meet people where they are, just like we've been doing since the beginning. Welcome to the evolution of entrepreneurship. Welcome to Amway Creators.
Anyone can produce omega-3, but not anyone can produce omega-3 to the highest quality. Obtaining good quality ingredients and establishing reliable manufacturing process require experience and science. Carl Renborg, the founder of Nutrilite, focused on natural ingredients found in the ocean back in the 1950s. He explored the seas of Alaska with his research vessel, the Acania. Just like the organic farms we have on land, we need to make clean and uncontaminated farms in the ocean. This became the starting point of Nutrilite Omega-3's history. The ingredients of Nutrilite's Omega-3 are from chosen locations based on our ocean ecology knowledge. From the coastal fjords of Norway, where nature is well preserved, to the Pacific Ocean, where the nutritious Humboldt Current flows. Nutrilite tries to make omega-3 closest to nature, with varieties of unsaturated fatty acid from pure, natural ingredients. Omega-3 is easily oxidized by the light and air. Thus, in order to prevent oxidation, most manufacturing processes take place in a vacuum, and the capsules are checked every 30 minutes to ensure quality. Nutrilite's inspection checklist is stricter than the WHO's recommended regulations for heavy metals and viruses, such as lead, cadmium, mercury, dioxin, etc. Years of experience to always find the best ingredients from nature. A delicate science that handles all the natural components of the ingredients. This is how Nutrilite is able to make the most authentic omega-3.
MC, no sound MC.
Hello. Sorry. Good evening, everyone. My name is Helen. I'm your host for tonight. I'm under the leadership of Tony and Casey. And first of all, I would like to thank Diamond Janet and Diamond Edwin for creating this wonderful platform for us to learn and to share our knowledge together. And I welcome you all to this Tuesday meeting. For those who are first time here, may I know if you're first time here, can you type 111? So we welcome you to our meeting. So first of all, I would like to share the promotion of the month, please. Give me 1 minute. So for the promotion of the month, this is in Malaysia. So for this month until end of this month, 31st March, another 3 days. So for any artistry product worth a minimum of 450 RM, and this one is Brunei, the other side, or RP 563. So you get to repurchase, and this crystal pen with scan this USB flash drive. This is about $150 worth, but you can get it for $29. Next is, this is a Nutrilite new product launch this month in Malaysia. So it's called Botanical Beverage Apple, Jujube, and with peptides. This is very good for stomach. Help protect the stomach lining. So this one you can get it from Malaysia. It's already started this month. Next is, if you buy this Murphy Richard Redefined hot water dispenser, then you get a free Le Gourmet 2 tiers lunchbox, stainless steel interior, which is about 1.4 liter in the capacity. For this one is Singapore promotion. Singapore still have this body key mentor trim and fit challenge until August 2022. So you can wait in from January to June 2022, and wait out will be March to August for 60 days. So you can form your own team, then you can clean the pricing. So these are the 3 package that you can purchase to take part. Next is Arabic dates is coming because of the Puasa, 15 March onwards, while stock large. And then immunity pack special until end of month. If you purchase 288 any Amway product, you can purchase this for 28 Sing dollar, which is worth about 57.50. Next is Atmosphere mini promotion. So you get this auto power strap.
咁我
This
要
is for
收
the
在另外地方 closing 哦。
power wrap for your neck. This one is a mini that you purchase. You get it for, it's worth 268. If you buy the mini, you have to pay 68 only. But if you buy the big atmosphere sky, you have it for free. Then let's go green. So MV Singapore is launching green exercise. That means from 2nd of March, every Wednesday, you'll be charged $20 for the plastic bag. And for those sign up in April 2022, we will encourage online sign up. So no more physical form. Plastic bag and A4 pick list will not be included from February onwards. So by April 2022, MA Singapore will be fully plasticless and paperless. This one is over for the lady top 8 March. You can extract the information from the educational site on website. And this one is also over 21st March and 22nd for the probiotic launching. This one is a new product in Singapore. Next is Indonesia promotion. This one is March promotion for 1.5 million rupiah worth of Neutralite, Artistry, personal care, local skincare product called Snack Skin, and then MA Home product. If you buy up to 1.5 million, you can get a coupon cashback of 50,000 rupiah. And Body Key Challenge. This is a Body Key Challenge number for 14 days from 18 to 31st March. Then you refer back to the information. So about Body Key. Then this one is Blonde Recognition Rally is over 19 March. And this one is information on product is already in the online. And this one is Atmosphere Mini, they are launching too. So this is these are the promotion for the 3 places, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. Now we come to this main. Give me 1 minute. Can I? Okay. So tonight talk, we have 2 excellent speakers. Give me 1 second. I need to. Tonight we have 2 excellent speakers. First of all, I want to introduce our first speaker, Junde. Junde is in the fitness industry, and let me highlight Junde. Junde is in the fitness industry, and he actually has an encounter with autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis at age 15. Over the year, he learned and studied and applied the health and wellness information acquired from not limited to nutrition, sports science, to overcome his condition and discover his body capability. Not having gotten himself off prescribed medication, but also able to complete a self-regulated marathon. So now he is working full-time in the fitness industry and helping individuals to live a better quality through education and nutrition. So shall we welcome Junde for giving a sharing on strengthen muscle for health Can you type 222 for Junde, please? Welcome him. Can I pass to you, Junde?
Okay, thank you, Helen. All right, so let me show my slide. Okay, so before I start, thank you, Diamond Janet, for giving me this opportunity to share my experience and knowledge. And if I'm not wrong, there's a Fat to Fit challenge beginning of April. So I hope whatever I share may benefit you in your journey for the Fat to Fit challenge in April. And whatever I share, if you have any medical condition or injury, please check back with your physiotherapist or specialist before applying them into your exercise workout routine. Yeah. So to start off first, I would like to share with you more about how our body actually burns energy, because our muscles needs energy to perform daily activities. So the first way our body burns energy is through carbohydrate, which is the main source of fuel. Once that is depleted, it will then move on to fats, followed by the muscles, which is at this stage is actually a survival state for the individual. So under carbohydrates, there are actually two types of carbohydrates: complex carbohydrates and simple. Usually for when exercising, complex carbs actually provides more energy as compared to simple carbohydrates, as the energy provided will be able to sustain for longer periods of time as compared to simple carbs. As for fats, example of focusing on burning fats for energy is keto diet. However, this may not be suitable for all individuals. So before starting on a keto diet or starting to go on keto diet, please check with your specialist or some medical professionals to see whether your body is actually capable of going through this diet or not. So moving on, how do our muscles actually function? So our muscles actually requires two forms of minerals. One is calcium and magnesium. Now, even in the fitness industry recently, when one of the members mentioned that they have a very tight muscles tissue around their shoulder neck area, most of the fitness trainers, they only recommend them magnesium because it helps them. Magnesium helps the muscles to relax. However, calcium also plays a part in the muscles function, as calcium ions helps to activate those muscles. So both calcium and magnesium plays an important role in maintaining a proper muscular function. As for salt, our body, even though requires a very small amount of salt, a small increase or decrease in the salt can actually affect how our body performs on a day-to-day basis. That's why some days where you will feel, after exercise, you'll feel especially thirsty and you won't have any energy to continue any other forms of exercise. Okay. So as you can see in this picture, our body is actually made up of muscles, from our face to our hands to our legs. Throughout our whole body is made up of muscles. So the basic functions of muscles is for us to provide mobility and movement for our day-to-day activities. Now, these muscles actually can be further categorized into three components: the skeletal muscle, the smooth muscle, and the cardiac muscle. So normally what many people see as the skeletal muscles, because on the internet, you can see people flexing, showing their muscles, their six packs. Those are actually the skeletal muscles. For the smooth and cardiac muscles, they are more of the internal muscles. For the smooth muscle, it's actually found along our blood vessels, our gullet, our esophagus, our intestine, all around our body to facilitate the movement of the nutrients and vitamins. As for the cardiac muscle, it is used to form our heart. That's why sometimes when you haven't fully recovered from an illness or flu, there may be a risk of having a cardiac muscle tissue scar, which means the muscle tissue around your heart has been damaged. And it actually takes a longer time as compared to other muscle tissues to recover. Yeah, so for the skeletal muscles, it can be further categorized into two subcomponents, which is a fast twitch muscle and a slow twitch. So what do I mean by that? A fast twitch muscle is a muscle that, for example, used to carry out short activities in short burst, high intensity activities. For example, like intervals training and HIIT training. As for slow twitch muscle fibers, it's actually used for prolonged period of time. For example, when we are sitting down, our back muscles are actually supporting our back. So it is actually a form of slow twitch muscles. That's why when we are sitting, our body are able to maintain an upright posture at all times. Yes. Next. So we are born to be able to perform these 7 basic movements. Push, pull, hinge, meaning, for example, picking up things from below, squatting down to pick things up. And jit is walking, squatting, twisting, and lunge. As you can see in the picture, the lady is doing most of this movement at one time, twisting, push, pull, and hinge, twisting the torso, pushing off the ground, and hinging from his hip to move. So before I move on, I want to ask you all a question. Which of these 3 components do you think is the most important? 1, the upper body muscles, 2, the core muscles, or 3, the lower body muscles? Which do you all think are the most important ones? Will you all type in the chat? All right. Yes, I saw most of y'all put core muscles. Yep, that's right. But core muscles is important. It's very important. Upper body and lower body muscles are also very important. Why? Because our upper body is where our vital organs are. For example, our neck, our heart, our lungs. So building a strong upper body can actually help us to protect this area when, let's say, there's a sudden impact to those areas. So some of the exercises to do can be categorized into the push and the pull component. For the push exercise is wherever your hand is close to your body. So at the point of exertion, your hand is actually pushing the thing away from your body. So this exercise is trained more on the chest, the tricep, and the shoulders. As for the pull exercise is at the point of exertion, your hand is close to your body. That is where you are training your back muscles, which is important for your day-to-day activities, as most of the time you're in a seated or standing position. So having a strong back actually will help you to perform better in your day-to-day life. Now, why do I say that core is important? Because our core is also known as our stabilizer. Meaning, what do I mean by that? When our core is weak, whatever we do is actually our upper body will be very sluggish. So we need our core to be able to stabilize our upper body to make sure that we actually maintain a proper posture, good presentation of ourselves. With a strong core, you can able to stand tall, look proud, feel good. With a weak core, you'll feel a bit sluggish, tired, don't feel like doing this and that. Also, the core is where our gut is. So by building a strong core, we are actually able to strengthen the gut, the muscles around our gut, which is also our secondary immune system. Yes. Now the third one is our lower body exercises. So our lower body exercise consists of our glutes, our quads, everything below our waist. It can also be categorized into two components, the push and the pull. So for the push, at the point of exertion, your body is actually pushing yourself away from the floor. As compared to the pull exercise, at the point of exertion, you're actually pulling the object towards your body. Yeah. So these two exercises is important as your glutes is one of the biggest lower body muscle groups, which helps in your mobility. And for most of the people in their current lifestyle, sitting in the office, sitting down all the time, the glutes actually are not activated. So most of the time when we are doing exercises, for example, running or cycling, walking, most of the time our glutes are not sleeping in a way. We are only using our quadriceps. So training our glutes is actually it's a very important muscle group. Now, after all these three segments, the three portion of exercises, you might be wondering, so how do I go about doing it? Now, you may be thinking, so do I start immediately? How heavy should I go? So this is what I recently discovered. It's important if you're a beginner starting out, it's important to first focus on activating the muscles, meaning doing lower reps, lighter weight, so that you can do and get the feeling of activating the muscles. Once after a period of time and you feel, hey, when I do those exercises, my muscles are easily activated. That is when you can go to pumping, which is increase the weight and reducing the number of repetitions. This is the point where your muscle starts to build up and starts to grow stronger. So how much do I need to do this? Actually, is a very vague question because it depends on individuals' fitness goals. Some individuals may be training to increase power. Some individuals maybe want to increase their muscle growth. Someone to build muscle endurance. So this is a rough gauge of how much repetition, the numbers of sets you should do, the rest times in between the set. But this is a gauge. The most important thing is to listen to your body to find out where your limits are and slowly push the limits. Okay, and to burn muscle, to burn body fat, right? Building muscle is actually the fastest way because muscles burns a lot of energy as compared to fat cells. Muscle cells burns more. So focusing on building muscle is important in the fat to fit journey as you burn your fat and convert them into muscle cells. So with that, I think I'm done. Yep. Do you all have any questions for me? If, for example, you all would like some demonstration of the exercise or the posture, you all can let me know. Since now we got a lot of time left.
Thank you, Junde. Anybody have any question for Junde? You can unmute or you can type. Yes.
I have.
Casey got question.
I have. Junde, may I ask you? A lot of people say do 30 squats or 50 squats a day. The proper one, meaning they do it properly. It is good enough exercise for the day, meaning sufficient for the day. What do you think of this?
Doing squats,
thank you,
30 to 50 repetitions per day only actually targets the lower body. So it doesn't actually really train the upper body, which if you want a more holistic exercise, you should actually categorize 1 to 2 activities for each segment, meaning 1 to 2 activities for your upper body, 1 to 2 exercises for your core, and 1 to 2 exercises for your legs. Normally, for beginners and for people who want a quick workout, around 30 to 45 minutes will be enough. Yeah, For those who want a more intense exercise, they can stretch to 2 hours, 3 hours, even though the results may not be that obvious, significant. Yeah. So to answer your question, 30 to 50 squats per day, from what I feel, I don't think it's enough. Yeah, to
Okay,
maintain.
what if the person say I also do some weightlifting?
Weightlifting, training, weightlifting for which body part?
I mean this upper part lah, upper part only, upper part.
Or do upper part only, never do lower part.
No, lower part they do squat lah, separately lah. What they mean is whenever they can have, like they use a pockets of time to do exercise rather than one stretch half an hour to 45 minutes. So what's your opinion on this? I mean, does it benefit the body as a whole if they break it down, say 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, or is it better to do in one stretch and different type of exercise? Like for example, morning they do squat, afternoon they do weightlifting, evening maybe, brisk walking or something like that. 15 minutes, 15 minutes. So what's your opinion on this?
15, 15. Okay, because from your example, 15 minutes per exercise split into 3, I feel that's okay. But if the exercises, for example, for the upper body weightlifting, the person decides to do, let's say, 30, 45 minutes. After that, he decides to do another 30 to 45 minutes for squats or brisk walking. The effect will not be that significant because based on research, a human body can only, the maximum returns of the benefit for exercise is actually 2 exercises per day. Yeah, meaning you can split into morning and night. So for beginner, going easy will be better, meaning one shot finish everything. So your body have a longer period of time to rest. As you progress along, you can slowly break them down into 2 different training session timing, and then slowly increase the timing. From there, build on. Yeah. So to prevent any injury and muscle fatigue.
Thank you, Junde. I don't know any other people have questions. I keep having questions. What if a person say, I just want to do dancing for half an hour, not targeting on any muscles or things like that. So do you think this helps? I know there will be sweating and all that, it helps a bit, but in terms of building muscle, does it help? Thank you.
Dancing is more of a cardio sport, which means you will train the cardiac muscles. Another way to think of it is dancing also helps to strengthen the new muscular neurons for our movement. So recently, my gym have a dancing classes, so I went for a Zumba class. That's when I realized my hand-leg coordination is very jialat. So until even all the members, when they see me dance, they think, hey, he can dance, so I can go also to that point. Yeah, so I think having dancing for 30 minutes is good in a way. It can help to keep your joints, the neurons connections active. Yeah, but I feel it's not enough to help to maintain the muscle density, inside your body.
Thank you, Junde. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Junde. Well, can I ask one question very quickly? For people above 60 to build muscle, beginner, what type of exercise is suitable for building the muscle?
For above 60?
Above 60, yes. Senior citizen.
Does the individual have any medical?
Consider normal health. Yeah, consider normal health.
Normal health. So I would say would be to start with the activation first, meaning to go with lighter weights.
Or lighter weight.
Because for individuals above 60, their muscles, if they don't have a fitness background, their muscles tend to be very weak. yeah, so I have to start from
Mm.
the basic to slowly build up, reactivate those muscles, engaging those muscles tissues. So because age 60 and above, they are very prone to injury.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So starting off with exercise that helps them to build on their basic muscle strength is important. For example, sitting down, doing those leg press, or sitting down doing those cable machine, using machines and cables. These
Okay.
are more appropriate for elderly as compared to using the barbell doing weightlifting, all those. Yeah.
They need to use the multifunctional machine, right, in the gym.
Yes, that would be better.
Oh, they have the bench and they have the pool. They also have the something like the bar or something like that. Is it? The multifunctional.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. So anybody else have any question? So Junde is very knowledgeable. We hope to have him coming to share with us next time. Thank you, Junde. Let's give Junde 333 and a lot of flowers. Thank you for your sharing, Junde.
Welcome.
Next, I would like to introduce.
You're muted. You're muted, Helen.
Sorry. Our next speaker is a young and upcoming successful gentleman is Weillun from Jakarta. Weillun is a psychologist. He provides treatment and therapies for the autistic children. And then at the same time, he is also building the MA business with the family together. So he is very well versed in all these psychology methods and all these so-called health and wellness. So beside building the business, his excellent serving attitude also contribute to the cohesiveness and growth of the team. So his topics today will be culture of the team. Weillun, can we have you? I pass you the mic.
Okay, thank you. Thank you again. Let us give one to our awesome host first. Thank you for the awesome introduction, Miss Helen. Okay, good evening, everyone. Good to see all of you here. My name is Weillun from Medan, okay? Not Jakarta, just now. From Medan, Indonesia. Okay, I would like to, first of all, I'd like to thank our dear founders, Diamond Edwin and Diamond Janet, to give me this opportunity to share with all of you tonight. And I also don't forget to my dear coaches and mentor from Singapore, Tony and Casey, with their guidance. Without their guidance, I won't be here tonight. Okay, so let me share my slide first, okay, with everyone. Okay. Yep. Tonight, before I begin for the topic of culture of the team, I would like to put a disclaimer clause first to everyone. Whatever I share tonight, make sure you check up with the person who invited here, or your upline, or your platinum or diamond upline, okay, to check it out again. But actually, tonight's topic is for all of us, because when we talk about culture, we talk about belief, okay, we talk about value of the team, because culture actually is created by human, so it's us. Okay, let us begin a little bit short introduction. What is culture? What is team culture? Okay, so basically, team culture actually is made up of values, beliefs, attitudes, behavior that share by the team. So when you are introduced this business by your active upline to your group, so whatever their belief, attitude, and behavior must be the same, so that this team can grow together. Like that, yeah. The meaning. Okay, the second one, actually team culture is how people work together, the one just now I said, towards a common goal. So what is your common goal and your vision, yeah, your mission and your vision of your team. So, and then how they treat each other in your team. Okay. And yeah, culture actually is created by humans. So it actually is talk about the dynamics between us humans, you and your upline, cross line, so everyone in the teammates. Okay, that's it. Okay, let us continue. So why is it very important to have a culture in the team? Okay. Yep. Because a good culture will allow all the team members, okay, to collaborate, to share knowledge, like here in Home Global Link, to communicate, and then most importantly, we can support each other. Although we are not in the same line of sponsorship, but we can still support and share knowledge and communicate to each other very well. That's what we call a good culture in the team. Okay, the second one, because why is it very important to have a culture? Because when people feel supported, especially new teammates, new ABO, or even the old ABO, will always feel supported because they know that somebody has their back, and then they're able to do the great things. So they always feel optimistic, okay, because they have their mentor or they have the active outline to support. Okay. Yep. So because and then the last one, when a culture is strong, and then all the team members trust each other. So there is a trust there. Because the culture is so strong that we apply the culture together, there exists trust. And then all the teammates, people will do the right thing. And then thus create an autonomous environment. So this it actually means that whether your group is small or big, when you have a solid culture in the team, everybody do the same, so that it is duplicable and all can move forward together. You do the same thing, our upline do the same thing, our downline and our new teammates also do the same thing. Okay. So let us talk about what is the culture in the team. So that's why I say basically tonight's topic is, I know, very sensitive. That's why later after which I share tonight, check out with your active upline and mentor to discuss again. So basically, I believe there are 5 important values or rules which is applicable in every team, not only in our business, maybe in the others company or in the big company also have these values. Okay, these 5 values, okay, I assume because I also applied it myself with my mentor and coaches, can solidify the whole teammates, and then to give out our team a sense of security and maturity in the team. So very important. So very important to apply culture in our own team. Whether our own team is very small, because we want to think big later, when your group is big enough, if everybody apply this value or apply these rules, hopefully, okay, we can move forward to same goals and directions. Okay. Number 1. Okay, let us move on number 1. Number 1. Whenever you're doing anything you are not sure, or when you want to do things for the first time, okay, make sure you go to your active and positive upline or mentor. Okay, why I'm plus positive, although there are so many active upline, but I add one positive because whether the active outline is already, already try so many methods in their teammates to grow the team, but if they have some negative thoughts, maybe they are not, they are not accidentally passing the message to the team, it will affect the whole team and the new members also. That's why go and check with your active and positive upline or mentor. This is very important. Okay. What I mean when you are new, okay, I click first. This is it. So whenever you do the 4 basic, for example, if only there is new people today, when you never make a name list before, so you go to your upline, ask how to do name listing. And then the second one, maybe after you do the name listing, you don't know how to contact and invite properly. You also check up with your upline again to make sure the proper way to contact and invite. And then you don't know how to show the plan, for example, or show the product demonstration. You also go to your active outline to do. And then if you don't know how to follow up after you sign up new customer, new PP, or new ABO, you don't know how to follow up properly, you also ask again. So basically all these things you go and check again with your active and positive upline. Okay, this is the first values, first rule. Okay, let us move on. What is the second one? The second one is this is very important. Whenever you do and say something, make sure you workable, which is workable and positive. Meaning you try not to have negative thoughts. Although when you sponsor someone, you feel down or feel whatever, it's very hard to show the plan, very hard to sign up new PP. Make sure you don't passing this negative message. Why I plus this toxic positivity? For example, maybe our upline or our coaches or mentor, they don't say negative things, but they say positive things, but there are some words that not appropriate. I mean, not to be accountable in our heart. Okay, I will show you how is the sentence to show that this sentence is toxic positivity. Sorry. This is it. Usually, when you want to share with your active outline, for example, and then you show some negative points, and then your active upline say, "Don't be so negative." Actually, it's not negative message, but it contains negative emotions. So instead of you say, "Don't be so negative," you say, "It's okay to feel bad sometimes." Okay. I also feel the same when I do this for the first time. So you change a little bit of your sentence when you do your follow-up to your new LBO, and then make sure he or she is not feeling hurt. This one is more common. Failure is not an option. Instead of you talk like this, you tell them failure actually is part of your growth in the business. Okay, or when your downline complains a lot, you tell them you get over it very soon. Actually, you're not mean to say that, but have some content negative emotions. So instead, you tell them that you say it's hard. I know it's hard for you, but I believe in you. You can do it. Okay, better. The sentence become better. Okay, so that he or she can be getting motivated and do the business again. Okay, so this some of the examples. Okay. Things to avoid saying in for your group or for your teammates. There are many more, I know, but this is most of the common things. Okay. It could be worse. Okay, think happy thoughts usually if you are complaining a lot and then your active outline also have problem, he want to get over with you very quick, and then he suddenly said to you, think happy thoughts. Don't think too negative. Okay. Instead of we say that, okay, we said things can get really tough sometimes, I know, but I'm here for you. Okay. Sounds very good and very positive. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let us move on. This is the rule number 2. Rules number 3. Okay. Respect everyone. Respect everyone. Whoever comes to you, either not your customer or not your ABO. Don't talk about politics and don't talk about religions unnecessarily. Yeah, I know. When we talk about politics and talk about religions, it will, it will tend to have arguments. You tend to have so many negative thoughts false beliefs, and sometimes. So better to avoid these two kind of topics when you talk about things to your friends, to your ABO, or to your this prospect candidates. Okay. Although sometimes if you meet people with same religion for you, for example, you are Christian, or also you meet somebody who is Christian, usually you talk something about religion stuff, but not too deep. Talk about things like maybe talk about a little bit like helping each other, okay, good karma and such, to understand each other. But other than that, better you don't talk anything about that. Okay, these are some quotes that I found why we need to avoid to talk about things deep, right? Because if you talk about religion, politics, usually you will engage in the heated arguments, false belief and such. Okay, that's why better not talk about things that necessarily. Okay, unnecessarily don't talk about things like that. Okay, this is rules number 3. Okay, you can talk anything. I can talk about families. I can talk about jobs. Talk about better to avoid these two. Okay, continue. Fun. Okay, number 4. Make sure you never have any financial matters within your group. Either your upline, your downline, or even worse is your crossline. The one don't have any relation with you. Don't owe anyone anything that involves financial matter, because I put this nota bene. Money will kill and destroy relationship. Because when you involve in owing money, borrow money with someone, or you lend money from someone, later slowly the relationship, okay, will destroy there. Although not destroy, but it will how to say, will be bosong with your friends, will bosong with your upline. You feel not comfortable anymore because you already involve money matters. Okay, although it's very simple. For example, your customers or maybe your new ABO want to buy Atmosphere, for example, Atmosphere or Amazon Mini with a huge item. They don't have enough credit card. You feel that you want to help, so you borrow your credit card, you borrow some money. Better don't. Okay. You try to give him some alternative solution and option to him, or maybe he himself can encourage his or her customer to have this credit card ready. Okay. Now let's go for number 5, the last one. Okay. I hope tonight's topic not very not to, how to say, give your heart attack. Okay. Number 5, build a business with honesty and integrity. Never involve yourself with other people's spouse, same gender or opposite gender. Okay, why I mention same gender? Because nowadays, man and man, women and women is not a disease anymore. In psychology also, man and man, women and women relationship is not a disease anymore. In other part of the country is legitimate. Sure, yeah. Okay, and then the opposite gender we know already, man and women, women and men. Okay. Okay, what it means to have integrity in the business. Okay. Number 1, you're always telling the truth. Although sometimes the truth will not be beneficial to your teammates, will not be, but try not to hold back, try not to keep any secrets. For example, you build this business very easy. For example, you want to talk, you don't want to demotivate your new ABO. Okay, building MO is very easy. You just do the 4 basic and you can go diamond. Okay, not many obstacles you found. It's impossible, like you told your new ABO like that. So make sure you don't hold any information that could be considered useful to your teammates. So whenever you make mistakes, even though you are an upline, you admit your mistakes and you apologize. That's how integrity form. Okay. Number 2, make sure you can meet every commitment, although not every commitment can be made. Okay. Whether you make promise or not to your new teammates or your customer, people always have expectation in you. Why they decided to be part of your team, or why they decided to be your customer, in their own heart, they always have expectation which cannot be said directly towards you, but they have. Which means make sure our product and our service, okay, will be very good, okay, work properly, work very good with them, okay, and then we try to solve their issue, whatever their issue they have. For example, they had to do the delivery stuff, do the sign up stuff and such, okay, whatever, and make sure you meet and add value for them. Okay, although you don't make promise, okay, although we don't make any promise here. Okay. Number 3, you treat everyone the same with equal amount of kindness and respect. So regardless their culture, their sexes, their races, their religions, okay, you always treat them with kindness and respect. Okay. These all are the 5 rules and important rules to apply in the team. Hopefully, it can be applied to all your teams that come to you. Okay, because in the culture of the team, about my sharing tonight, we always cultivated the attitude of gratitude. Okay, the attitude of gratitude, the attitude of trust and belief in the team. This one is very important. Okay, and usually this attitude, I know along the way when you face many challenges, you feel lost. I mean, you feel lesser and lesser gratitude because so many negative things you process. But make sure always have this kind of 感恩的心, okay, among your team. Although you face negative things, you always have gratitude. Okay, you face positive, you also gratitude. Don't be too happy, don't be too sad also. Okay. Now, what is the opposite of trust and belief? Okay, I want to ask everyone why I always mention positive things. So what is this? What is the opposite trust and belief that can mostly destroy the team? Let me see some answers. Okay, if any one of you want to answer, I appreciate it. Can anyone answer what is the opposite of trust and belief that usually can destroy the team? I will make the team hardly to grow. Any? 没有啊？没有啊？没有啊？ Okay, let me tell you something. The opposite of trust and belief that usually mistrust. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Casey. Okay. So these two opposite of trust and belief, usually these two can mostly kills and make your team hard to grow. Is mistrust or distrust and suspicious heart. Okay. Simple suspicious heart that you can find in your teammates is these 3 words in Mandarin, in English, and in Hokkien. This is it. When you tell them, is it? You tell them so long, you explain. Is it true? Okay. 是吗? When you speak Mandarin to them, 是咩? 是咩? Mandarin Hokkien. These 3 letters actually already contain suspicious in their heart. Okay, so make sure your teammates, you give them your trust and belief they don't have this kind of thoughts. Okay, these 3 simple things already can slowly make our team hard to grow. Okay, yeah. Last 2 quotes for me before I end my sharing. Build a culture of gratitude in the team because it's the most underrated way to build a strong team. Okay, by Joe Miller. The last one. What is team stand for, everyone? Usually we heard team stand for what? Together everyone achieve more. Right? But for me, actually, together everyone achieve miracle is more suitable. Right? Okay. So actually, this I want to share with all of you guys. We are not a team because we work together. Okay. We are a team because we respect, we trust, and care for each other. Okay. So make sure you have this kind of attitude and gratitude whenever you sponsor new customer or new ABO. Hopefully, we all can move towards our same goal. Let us go silver, go platinum, go diamond. Okay. Okay. That's all for my sharing for tonight. Thank you very much for all of your attention. I give my mic back to our MC.
Thank you. Excellent sharing, Weillun. Shall we give him 888 and a lot of clear gesture of appreciation to Weillun? And yeah, everybody. So now we almost come to the end of the speaker sharing. Can I invite Diamond Janet to do closing, please? Diamond Janet. Thank you, Weillun.
Thank you, Helen. Wow, such an awesome night that I think we are so, how I would say, full of so rich harvest today, that enriching our heart and enriching our mind. And it gives me many feelings because it's so long we haven't actually revisit the certain very fundamental value that today we will have brought up. So we give Junde and Weillun flowers, heart, 888, okay? All right. So, well, as what I mentioned to you all, that last week I signed up my muscle training classes until this Casey Bedahan. The reason I sign up, as what I say, it's not so much on fat to fit. No, that fat to fit drive me there. Drive me there because as when we run the program, I become more detailed, more in depth on understanding my weaknesses, the gap that I need to fill. Then I come to realize something that all along since young, my core is actually rather weak. Like I can easily off balance, or like when I wanted to open my canned food, the easiest can opener is I say, Edwin, come to help me. That's my can opener. So, and my breathing haven't been too good. That was since young, all right? But as I grow into the business, as I then take my internal journey, it comes to a point that I realize that wellness is not so much about external beauty. No doubt the byproduct is the external beauty, like Miss Casey, become younger and younger, like every time I suspect that he got a special artistry range. But very important is that it drives to my point to say that, wow, like for instance, I got constipation problem. Then when I do my internal self-training, I realized that my abdominal strength come back and I got no constipation problem. And in fact, for that, I gained so many other side benefits. And furthermore, like when I start realizing so many people go for the joint replacement, but they don't realize it's actually their muscles are so weak that they cannot hold their joint. And my goodness, you don't train muscles, but you go to replace your joint. What kind of logic is that? That's why that I feel Enway benefit me and I love Enway, not so much on a direct answer or a kind of tell you so kind of thing, but it is a journey that really let me internally realize in the journey of helping myself to help others, and I help myself further. Okay, so last week, as when I enjoyed the strength training so much, then I also invited Edwin to join me this week. So you didn't expect to see us six pack, we won't go for six pack, and you thought so easy. You ask Junde and see. People had to spend so much effort to go six pack, but a lot of people say, "Ayo, you call me to strengthen my muscles, ah? What if I got six pack so ugly?" Hey, come on, far from that. And today, I think Junde do a very, very good sharing, as had actually, in a very simple way, giving us a very holistic approach to understand our muscles. Like for instance, our upper body, our lower body, our core. And I think this is more like a nuggets. This is more like something that for us to look deeper. And that's how that I said in our fat to fit journey, no doubt we have to make it simple that we say we measure fat loss. Then it's easy and very focused, but internally, what you wanted to achieve. You know, that is very important. And this is where you can talk to us as an organizing committee, talk to your buddies, and let us really enjoy the journey and learn from each other. Okay, the reminder is 2 more days for registration. So remember that. So I think for the muscles part of it, don't underestimate. Learn deeper, because I always enjoy, like just now when Junde was talking, I was thinking, my goodness, I'm 30 years in the business. God bless that I'm still enjoying every lessons. You know, not necessarily I punch card in, but I really enjoy, so much. Okay. And of course, then it come to Weillun. Why I say today I got so much feeling when Weillun talk about the topics. Because it reminds me of our system mentor, who is the Anjali Danodi. If you heard about him, he is a founder EDC from US. It's really so I would say coincidental, because during that time, they somehow through the system arrangement, Matthew too was recommended to be our mentor, but Matthew do somehow also through the activities, and he is very humble, and he is like so happened that during that time, Danone is with him and with us. Danone is his upline, okay? US and actually international sponsored him to China, and Matthew Do and other people businesses is under him, huge. And 80% of his Turkey business is under him. And during that time, then Matthew do say, hey, Edwin and Janet, you always can access to me. Let us have a common mentor. And he introduced Danone to be our mentor. And we feel so proud, all right? We feel so touched. And that's why I said today, why Weillun remind me of so many things of the past, is that because Danone tell us a few things that is so simple, but we will never forget. He said exactly about the team, okay? He said, a team normally come together by 3 major classifications. One classification of the team come together is because of convenience. What we mean? You are my neighbor, and we work in KL. Let us carpool together. That is a team, right? By distance, by convenience, by neighborhood, we become a team. Okay? And he said, with that basis, when you move your location of your house, the team will be dissolved, because the basis is based on convenience. Okay? So second classification is the team is formed because of the interest. What we mean by that? Like for instance, I wanted to find an English meeting, and you wanted to find an English meeting. And somehow we say we wanted to find a hot one, the English meeting. All right. So as we form together as a team, then one day you will find another team that is more hot. You will go rather than you are here together to build the team. Because the interest is to build English team, but if the interest is not built on as how just now Weillun said about those like the care, the love, the interest, when the interest is individualized, okay, my benefit comes first. You think your benefit comes first, and on that basis, again, the team can never last and can never grow. The third one is, he said about then the brick system, about how he and Brick and a few core founders come together. He said this is built like exactly just now summarized by Weillun, built by value, built by belief, built by trust. And this is the team that mati will not mati. You know what I mean? Can never die because the spirit move on and the heart grow and the love grow, the trust grow. Okay, so this is where I say today's topic so happened. Many people talk about team, yeah, culture of team, because so happened that very well summarized by Weillun. It really remind me of him. Okay, but of course he is already retired from the business because he's already 80 years old now. But a simple teaching like this always let him live in our heart. When we are driving, you know, and enjoying, we still talk about him. So that is the spirit of the team. Another two things that I think since I'm talking about this topic, then I wanted to share. Just now Weillun talk about negative and toxic people, yeah? And he also give it a very good example. In fact, the most respected person in brick system are two persons. One is Matthew Du. To us, really, Matthew Du teaches a lot. And then the other one, Danoni, no doubt is a lot through email and 2 times we meet. But the teaching is so essence, you know, like the chicken essence, you know, like neutralite concentrates. He said about toxicity is what? He said, you just imagine, a lot of people love to gossip. A lot of people hearsay and amplify and modify. But you have to imagine, it is just like the pillow contain the light feather. And when you break that feathers, and you are in the moving car, and those feathers is flowing in the air, tell me how you are going to pick back. You can never pick back. Furthermore, is that every time whatever you thought is the apparent truth is not really the absolute truth. And a lot is none of our business, mind our own business. Okay, so I think that's why I say since we're today in this topic, then I would like to actually share this with you. The third thing that I would like to share with you that I learned from him is that a lot of people literally say everything I ask mentor. Every week, every month I ask mentor. He said, mentor is important. Very important, you are in the driver's seat. Mentor give you guidance, directions, but that mentor can never absolutely decide on your behalf. They are your guiding angels, okay? And a lot of time through his experience, he said, that person give me the LOS, give me the organization chart. No new sponsor, no new goal, no new achievement. Mentor, you see. What should I do next? Next round, also no productivity action. Mentor. He say, if you don't do anything, that relating to this productivity, like the 4 basics that I call, the status quo remain. Nothing changed. Okay, nothing changed. So for heaven's sake, we build as an entrepreneur. So I find those are things that, of course, he shared many things. No doubt, every time the meeting is short, but we really feel that it's so rich. We are drunk every time. So that is where we hope you can also, learn from his wisdom. And for home, HOME, which is actually where we started. We call ourselves home. Then we got globaling. Home, of course, because of whatever we work, wherever we do it for our own home, correct? But that also stands for something. H stands for hope. We share the hope, okay? O stands for opportunity. Anyway, is talking about opportunity sharing. M stands for mission. And this is where today we talk about the team mission. And Amway always say, you help people to help. You are helping people to live better life. And in Mandarin, they say, 天助自助者，助己又助人，对不对？ So the mission is to help people and help ourselves to live better life. E is empowerment. I'm so glad that today there are people like Helen, like Weillun, like Junde, and there are many more to come that through team we empower, okay? And because our empowerment, all of us grow together. And then we like that's why today I had such a mixed feeling. Is how no, wasn't we a global link? My goodness, no doubt our number is not too big yet, but we had Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So we are letting home globally, and we are here to grow. Okay. So with that, I really hope. I think we really build business, build life with gratitude, with the guided principle. We are getting better and better. And remember, we cannot change others. We can only better ourselves. With that, I pass back to the host. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diamond Janet, for your awesome sharing. Can we give Diamond Janet 10, 10, 10 and flowers? Yeah, Diamond Janet gave us a strong words of wisdom. So talking about this muscle, so I want to share. We are going to have season 3, right? Fat and Fit. Let me share the Fat and Fit. Let me share the Fat and Fit information. Hold on. So this is the time everybody should get excited because we are going to better ourselves in terms of our look, our weight. So season 3, Fat to Fit is coming. That means it's another 2 more days, 1st April to 30th April. So we are hoping that the number of people are getting more and more for this season because especially in this time of situation, everybody needs to keep healthy and fit. So to start with, I encourage all you to join this Fat to Fit season 3. So for the month of 1st April to 30th April. So what do you need to do? Let's see. So you need to, first of all, you need to purchase the entry package. So if you are first time joining the competition, this is the package that you have to acquire. Then you snap a photo of your receipt and fill in the Google form. So you can fill in the Google form within this month or within the 3 days from 1st of April. And then after that, your buddy or your mentor will let you join the WhatsApp group in the Fat and Fit number 3 groups. So these are the items that you have to purchase if you are first time joining the competition. So next is because Indonesia and Malaysia, Singapore have different product. So over here, you can see Malaysia and Singapore. These are the product that you are required to purchase. And for Indonesia, because some of the product are different, so they can follow this guide for the Indonesia side. Next is exclusively for repeat Fed to Fit participant, because we have people who have joined number 1, number 2, or number 1, or just number 2. So they may have some of the product already. So you have 2 choices. Either you purchase the full entry package, or if you want, you can choose from Neutralite range. For Malaysia, will be RM 350. For Singapore, 150. For Indonesia, 1,100,000 rupiah worth of product. So this is the requirement to join the Fed to Fit. So for those of you already registered, welcome to the group. And for those who are still considering, please ask your team member, your ABO, APC, who are not in the meeting tonight, to encourage them to join. We hope to see the number growing every season. Next is for next week, we have awesome speaker, Louis and Weillun. Both of them started Amway business when they were 19 years old. They were very successful in their career too, because they are both scholarship holder, and they are going to share with us the pathway to financial freedom. They are achieving already a platinum status. So do join us for next week meeting. And let me see. So tonight, so you have all the information that you need, and so I hope all of you will join us for the Fed to Fit number 3, as Diamond Janet has shared with us, and she is also so motivated. Now she went into muscle building. We have to look up to her. We have to use her as role model. Can you imagine, for those who are younger one, look at Diamond Janet, you know, at her age, you wish you look as good as her. So hopefully everyone can join the Fed to Fit, and the very easy, just fill in the Google form and do the measurement and attach your receipt, and take your photograph, the before photograph, then at the end of the period, take the after photograph. So you will have a sense of achievement, put in the effort, because we have program like exercise and nutritional sharing, and there's a lot of information in the group. If you are already going to take part, or you have taken part last time, you know, we have a lot of information that you can acquire and to share. And then I hope as a show of circle, can you type in if you are already going to join? Can you type 333? Then we know you are going to join the contest, or rather join in the what do you call it, Fed to Fit, get a better you, a pretty you, the handsome you, and the muscular you. So I guess I can see quite a lot of people typing in. That's good. For you, each one of you will type in, bring another person, then it will be double, right? Then encourage somebody else too. So everybody, you know, because Fed to Fit is very, very interesting, and also very, very important, because I was one of the past participants too. So I must say I gained a lot of idea and knowledge from the group. And I'm glad now. I'm glad we are in this together, and to share the knowledge and to become a better us. Especially, I must record my thanks for Diamond Janet and Diamond Edwin and Casey and all the team, to encourage all of us to become better and then naturally richer. So when you are healthier, you'll be wealthier. So all the best. So I hope to see you all in the Fat to Fit group. And I can see that a lot of you has already typed 333. There's a very good commitment, and spread the words and get everybody into the competition. And I'm sure you won't regret it. You'll greatly benefit from it. So tonight meeting will be until now. So I will wish you best of health and wealth, and take care. And this is the end of the meeting. Nice to be a host for all you. Is my I must thank Diamond Janet to give me an opportunity to to learn to host. So I see you. So good night.
Thank you. Awesome. Awesome MC. Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.